Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to UniversIO, or UniversIO, whichever you want to call it. Welcome back to this series. In the last episode, we were playing around in the Overworld, aka Earth, and we were struggling a little bit, trying to figure out how to get progression, which is the campfire. The campfire is the progression because we need to be able to smelt things down to do other things, and yeah, it was kind of tricky to get because didn't actually know that we needed to get carbon from what were they called? They're called the stars. Yeah, so we would make stars and then we would cause a supernova, and that is exactly how we would get elements, random elements, and we could randomly get carbon, which we could then use to make coal, which we can then use to make a campfire. So now that we have that, we can progress a bit more, and one of the first things I want to focus on is getting a bed, because it gets bad here and our little cave down here is awful. Also, we can right click things to pick things up. We can also shift. I think I said that last episode, I don't remember, but I did figure that out. So we can shift to pick items out, or pick items up, not out, whatever. Anyways, let's get on with what we need to do. So if we want a bed, we're going to need some clay shears, some ceramic shears, and to get that we are going to need pretty easy, just 2 clay pieces. We're gonna put those on here. Is there anything else that we can do right away? We can make a brick. Let's just make a singular brick. See what that gets us, and then we'll put a okay, we can't smelt stone on here, but anything else we can do? I think that's good enough for right now. Let's look at the quest. We need to just get 1 brick. Let's go ahead and make 2. Why not? And then we just start this with our fire starters, and those will cook up, and hopefully we'll get what we need quickly. I gotta remember to shift to pick things up. So yeah, we needed to get bricks. Ooh, that's gonna get us Botany Pots. That's really nice. And then we also need to make ceramic shears. So we take those clay shear parts and we're going to combine them to make some ceramic shears. And that is a quest, and that is an important quest because where did I see sheep? There are sheep over here, and sheep are really good for making a bed. We get 2 wool from that one, and we'll get 2 more wool from that one. That works out nicely enough. So at this point, we need to make a bed so we can sleep through the night and don't have, awful monsters everywhere. So let's just see. That unlocked anything? No, not really. Alright, it just gave us some silver coins. Same with the brick. That's fine. Do I have any wood? I do. So we can go ahead and make a bed. I don't like the, items animation. I might see if I can turn that off. We can't sleep there because of the cave. Alright, let's see if we can get over here. Is that far enough away? It is. Perfect. So does it... Oh, it speeds up time. Ow. That's right. It doesn't actually skip the night. It just speeds up time. I saw that. Alright. Tombstone Coral. I don't know how to pronounce that one. That is in the pack. So we got our first graveyard dust. And we're gonna go here. Into nothingness. So we're gonna escape that. I guess we can work on some stuff while we're here, see what we can get into. So at this point, yeah, beds, I forgot. That was something in the information. Sleeping speeds time doesn't skip the night. That's really good to know, and I kind of forgot about that. So we need to make a wooden hopper. That would be really nice, and a botany pot. So botany pots are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. We can't make it yet. So we need to get a furnace. This is kind of the big thing that's stopping us. And to get a furnace, we need compressed stone, and I don't know how soon we'll get that. So this might not be easy unless we can find terracotta some other way, like the pure daisy. So we need to get a pure daisy. This is key. And in order to do this, we're going to have to use the Petal Apothecary. And unless something has changed, which my book is back in the Overworld, we're probably going to... Whoops. We're probably going to need a bucket. So a clay bucket probably exists. But it looks like we'd also use wooden buckets. And wooden buckets should work just fine. We can also make an iron bucket out of a wooden bucket. That's useful. Okay, so we will try to go after that. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. So the botany pot, we're going to need another brick, and then we're just going to need the pure daisy. And what that's going to allow us to do is to grow crops very, very easily. And automatically, because we should be able to combine that with a wooden hopper and make things really nice. Let's go back to the earth and see. Alright. That's unfortunate. So we're going to die a few times, probably. Uh-oh. That's... I do not know which direction I went. Okay, so... Oh, wait, I can just run program, Earth base, teleport. Alright, we don't have to worry about that. I was a little worried. Okay, so this guy can't see me, but he will be able to in just a few moments. Let's get some... Oh, I don't have gravity. Perfect. We are going to jump up a little bit. And we're going to completely cheese this. Okay, that's enough. Let's get some gravity. And I do want to attack this guy. He is a very strong boy. No problem. Hey. That is much easier. And maybe, just maybe, this zombie will give us something. Oh, yes, he did. That is loot. Alright, so let's activate gravity for us. Wait, how do I do this again? It's been a little bit. So we can get some protection armor and feather falling armor. That's... Alright, we'll enable the gravity. That is good. And we have our bed. What we can always do is just set up a little bit of a platform. And then relatively soon we should be able to get some torches. But we can go ahead and skip the night. And I think... I'm not entirely sure what the bar at the top is. But I just want it to be day. That's it. And once it's day, we can start working on some other stuff. So... yeah, I don't know. Don't know quite what to expect, but we can do a little bit while we're waiting. So let's go ahead and get our money back into our money pouch, our purse. And what I want to look up is charcoal. Can we make charcoal on the campfire? We certainly can. So we need to grow some trees. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this time sped up. I wonder if the seconds is how long it's going to be until it's day. Would seem to be. Okay. So we'll make this a little bit nicer later, but for right now, it works for our purpose. We'll get some ladders or something up there. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that. We should be able to make some ladders. And yeah. Let's get some ladders up here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cook up a little bit of charcoal, another piece of clay, and you know, let's get another thing of charcoal or two. And I realize we gotta just chop it down from here. Sometimes playing all the mod packs that I do, I kind of forget what I need to do in each of them. Like gameplay mechanics wise, this one has a lot of different things that I'm not terribly used to, but it's fine. So we're gonna take 2 of these, and then we'll start a fire. Let those smelt up. I want to grab some sticks. We can take food. Let's sort inventory just a little bit. And some charcoal. Perfect. Excuse me. So we are going to make some torches. Our very first set of torches. I don't think I need to have that on the hotbar. No. And we're going to just light up our little bed area for right now. And then I want to make a... I really need to move that chest. We'll stick the rest of the charcoal in there for now. We'll put most of the stuff away. We're going to make a bucket. We're going to make a... we're going to make a couple things. So let's go ahead and make a shovel. Let's make a wooden bucket and a flower pot. Now we're going, if everything is still the same, and we can check real quick in the Lexica Botania, mystical flowers, petal apothecary. So, believe correct petals, give us some water, mystical petals, and then seeds to complete it. Yeah, so we're going to need water. We're going to need a water source. And then the last thing we're going to need is, we have the Petal Apothecary. We need white flowers. Specifically. I wasn't sure what the fire sound was. It seems to just be the campfire. So is there anything else that we need right now? We could obviously make some other stuff. We could make an iron bucket. Yes, we could very well make an iron bucket. I don't quite remember the recipe, but it was something like this. Cool. So we can get an iron bucket. In fact, let's get 2. And the reason for this is so that we can carry an infinite source back, assuming that we can make infinite sources. That's something I'm not entirely sure. But we need to find some water, and that is something I'm not entirely sure what is expected for us. You know, we can make water buckets using a combiner, but combiner is going to require a lot of things we don't have access to. Otherwise, we need to find ice. Yeah, it's probably just going to be, there's going to be some water around, but we need to go searching. And actually, before we do, I'm going to set up a waypoint and all that kind of stuff. So I'll tell you guys what. There is a lot to go look around, and I don't see anything on the map that's water. So water is going to be something we're going to have to kind of investigate. Let's see if there's any quest hints. Pure Daisy is probably going to be important, but that's not going to get us water. Wooden water bucket, bowl of water. Oh, we can make water, and then we can craft it in the wooden water bucket. Is it only the wooden water bucket? It probably is. I wish I would have looked at that sooner, but it's fine. So let's grab 2 sets of these. And it should be as easy as doing this. Alright, so there is some water. Now, can we put it into an iron bucket? No. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to have to go chop down some trees, and I need to go find some white flowers. So I will tell you guys what. I'm going to do that. I'm going to search around for a bit and hopefully find some mystical white flowers. And then we will come back and get into a little bit of Botania. Alright, so a pretty bad night. It was not fun. I went that way for quite a ways, and I found a bunch of flowers, including the white ones that we need. And so we're going to get 4 petals. For right now, that is going to be more than enough. And you might notice I've started to kind of do a little bit of a house build. We have a ton of cobblestone, so I kind of plan on making a bit of a house to make the nights a little bit easier. If we can just kind of work inside and have everything be nice that way, we can get a lot more done, and I can be a little bit more productive. So I'm going to probably work on that between episodes, but for now, we have our water source. So I made another wooden water bucket and combined it with the water that we had, and that is how we have our water. And we need to make a pure daisy. So we put water in here. We put 4, oh, I guess you do have to throw them. You used to be able to click on them. And then you take the wheat seeds, or any kind of seeds, and you'll get a pure daisy. Now that is a pretty major quest, because it's going to unlock a lot of things for us. Not only is it going to enable us to get into Botania properly, but it's also going to give us access to some other stuff. And I want to worry about the other stuff first. So we're going to take a bunch of clay, and we're going to make, let's do 8. We'll just do 8 for now. So we're going to put down our pure daisy, and around it we are going to place clay blocks. Now the pure daisy will turn the blocks around it in a, well, circle like this, 8-block circle, into other things. It usually takes about a minute. Sometimes I think it's quicker. It might be quicker in general. But there we go. Clay turns into terracotta. Water will turn into ice. There is a ton of recipes, and some of the bigger ones that we need to worry about is things like, what is it? So we're going to need living stuff. So living rock comes from smooth stone, which we can get by putting stone around, and cobblestone. So that is kind of neat. We can do something like that actually real quick. Let's get a bit of that. And then the other thing that we're going to need a lot of is living wood. And to get living wood, so this is going to turn into stone, which isn't quite what we want. We want smooth stone. And then I also want to see real quick, so that's not going to give us anything, but we can go ahead and grab some of the smooth stone. In fact, we can just vein mine it. And that is a quest. And then it's probably going to tell us to make living rock. Yep. So then we can take this and put it back around and convert it into living rock. Now later we can get, wow, that is really quick. Usually it's not that quick, and maybe it's the version of Botania. I haven't played too much with more modern Botania, but that is incredibly quick. Alright, so that gives us the living rock. We're going to get some silver for both of these. And now it wants us to make a mana pool, which that is getting into a lot of Botania stuff. But right now, I want to focus on getting access to a little bit of quality of life. Our life quality could be a lot better. And so What we're going to do first is we're going to take this terracotta and we're going to make a botany pot. And apparently, yeah, it's all there. Okay, so we make the botany pot, and these are really, really powerful. So what a botany pot does, and I don't think it says much, nope, just craft one, is it allows us to grow crops in a single block without needing anything else, and it takes a brick hopper or a normal hopper. We can make brick hoppers. Okay, we need to go get some more wood, probably. Actually, it doesn't look like we do. So let's make a chest. And you'll see the magic of this. So we make a chest, and then we're going to turn this into a hopper. A wooden hopper, and I'm sure, yep, this is exactly where it's going. So we get a wooden hopper, which is exactly like a normal, regular vanilla hopper, except that it only has one slot. It's kind of worse. But what we can then do is use this to make a brick hopper. And a brick hopper is going to require 5 bricks. And didn't I have some bricks? What do we use the bricks for? I don't. Oh, the flower pot. Right. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and cook up some more bricks. And this should not take too long. But once we have everything we need, so there is the 5 bricks, we then make a brick hopper. We'll get the little achievement for the quest, grab our money, and then a hopping botany pot. And these are even better, and it's just the botany pot with a hopper, and these are one of the best items in the game. All we need to do now is make another chest, and we are going to do exactly that. And then we're going to put that down, just in the corner, I guess, on top of the chest. And it is effectively a botany pot with a hopper on it. I mean, it's exactly what it is. And what we can do with that is then we can take some dirt, and what do we want first? Let's take saplings. There is a lot of things we can use this for. We can put the dirt in here. By the way, the mod that does this with the animations for the items is called, what was it called? It was Tiny Item Animations. I'm probably going to turn that off because I don't like it, and it makes my game feel kind of laggy. But we can theoretically put a tree in there, and you can see the tree is very slowly growing. So let's take a look at the botany pots. It doesn't actually say what you can do with them. That's unfortunate. You can craft a ton of things in these. Actually, right here, all these crops. We can grow mystical flowers. We can grow trees. We can grow bamboo. Basically, anything in the game that you can grow, this will do for you, and you don't have to worry about it. I can walk away. I can build the house. I can work on quests and come back, and this will be filling up with trees in this case. We're also going to want one for seeds, as probably that one pretty soon, so we can get a good supply of food coming in, and just in general, like, this is going to be so useful for us. Now, I don't know how long this takes. Does it say? 4 minutes. No. Coarse dirt is... Let's see. For normal dirt. Normal dirt. It is 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, we'll get some drops. And so that is not too terrible. I mean, obviously, we could speed it up if we had rich soil. Don't think we can get that quite yet. Or at least it's a little bit more complicated. Rich soil farmland. I'm not sure how to get that. Podzol, rooted dirt. Farmland. Can't really pick up farmland. So yeah, we're just going to have to stick with this. But about every 2 minutes, this will grow a tree and automatically harvest it and give us all the goodies. So that is pretty good. So what else do we need to get done in this? It looks like mostly just Botania. And it wants us to do... Let's go chop down a tree. And then I'm going to have to hide for the night. So we're going to finish up this episode very quickly. But let's go ahead and get this guy picked up. My plans between episodes, by the way, is I'm going to build out a little bit of a base and work on getting more stuff. So we have wood now. And we're just going to place a log next to Mr. Pure Daisy there. And this is going to give us living wood. Living wood is kind of the other half of Botania that you need a lot of. Usually when you make things in Botania, you need living rock for a lot of the like structures. And then Botania is based off of a system known as mana. Anything that moves mana usually requires living wood. So they're both needed, and it's just a thing that you kind of have a lot of both. But yeah, so the mana pool is made from living rock. Mana spreaders are made from living wood. So we're gonna kill this zombie, and then I'm gonna take a nap, and I think we're gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. We got some good progress done. Can't complain too much. So I need to get some stuff done. Specifically, I need to work on getting a house so that we can continuously work on stuff. I'm going to probably make a couple more hopping botany pots. There's another mod that's known as bonsai pots, which is effectively the same thing. But yeah, so these are botany pots, same difference. Anyways, there is so much stuff here. So yeah, I'm going to work on the base. I'm going to probably make a couple more hopping bonsai pots. And I just called them bonsai pots again. Hopping botany pots. And get some stuff growing. We're probably going to have... let's see. We're probably going to want to go ahead and use... Yes, what? Wheat. We're going to want to get some wheat from these guys. That should be much quicker. Let's see, Podzol's also, yeah, every minute you get 1 to 2 wheat and a couple chances, a little bit of a chance of seeds. So, not too terrible. And then I think the other thing is we'll probably use another one to start collecting, let's see, alt-click. That is weird. Probably also use a bunch to get some melons. Melons would be good to have. And that is a charge creeper. That is unfortunate. Anyways, so that is going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to hide from this storm. I'm going to actually put a roof over my head. And I'm going to work on building a bit of a house for next time. And we'll see what we can get into. It's probably going to be a lot of Botania. And that's fine by me. I've played around Botania a lot in the past, so I'm pretty familiar with it. And so things should go fairly smoothly. But we're gonna try to get some more progress made and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!